Welcome to English 101. This is just a quick video to kind of get you some fast information that's just easier to sort of say out loud than it is to always read. And I want to make sure that some of the key points from the work you're going to be doing this week are highlighted. So my name is Jennifer. I am the instructor for the class. I'll introduce myself along with all of you in the discussion this week. So I'm not going to give you a whole bunch of personal information at this point. A couple things I do want to let you know though is that I do teach all levels of English, not just the 101 level. And so I'm pretty comfortable and familiar with what each level entails. Also, I teach technical and business writing from time to time, which helps make the transition between what are you learning in this class that actually relates beyond the course out into the real world. So you'll see that in my English class, I make a lot of intentional choices to have you do writing about or with things that are going to be relevant, right? Strategies, different processes, things that you can actually use once you go beyond the English 101 classroom. Because I know for many of you, this is a general education class. Believe it or not, it actually was for me at that point when I was in a community college when I was a student as well. So I get that you want to be able to understand how it relates beyond just having to take the class. So that's something that will be emphasized throughout the term. A couple other just little things to get started. You'll notice that every week I have a weekly module set up. It'll literally say week 1 and then the dates that it covers. Each week there's 2 due dates. There's going to be a Thursday due date and a Sunday due date. Those will never change. So that will stay consistent throughout the entire term. I think that consistency and organization in online class is really important. So I try to keep it as consistent as I possibly can. For the first few weeks, you're going to notice that I don't open too far in advance. That's very intentional on my part. I am holding off opening the later sections because sometimes I've found that students start looking so far ahead that they don't focus on what we need to do and the tasks we need to accomplish right now. And everything we do in this class builds upon the assignment after assignment after assignment. It's kind of like building a house or putting blocks together. So if you miss some of those early foundational pieces, it is really difficult to accomplish some of the later tasks you're going to be asked to do. So you can look for more to open up sort of around week 3, week 4. I'll go ahead and open up sort of extended weeks beyond that. And then you can, of course, at that point, work ahead as much as you want. As far as getting started, just a couple little things to know. First of all, as the instructor, I kind of can see a lot as far as what you actually click on, what you watch, what videos you pay attention to. Please click on everything and watch it. Even if it's something you're familiar with, scan through, make sure that you're not missing information. I know it's really easy in an online class to try and just get to the assignment, get there quick, you've got a lot going on, but I don't post a ton of information. Any video that I have, any link that I have to reading, those are essential elements that you need to have. None of the videos in this class will exceed about 20 minutes, I think is the absolute longest one. Most of them are around 5 to 10 minutes, okay? So they're not long, even though you're like, oh, another video. Well, it's just a 5 to 10 minute video, okay? So make sure that you are watching those. Same thing with little assignments, don't miss them, because when I do a practice assignment, that means that when it comes around to our big essays, I expect you to be able to do whatever it was we practiced in the bigger projects. So don't miss those. Again, I don't assign busy work. Everything is meant as to give you a practice before you're expected to do it in a bigger project. Again, very intentional on my part that I have it set up that way. As we move throughout the term and as we work through this class and you get the practice and skills in your writing, etc., anytime you have questions, whether it's a question about what you need to do on assignment or a question about a term that the book covered or a question about feedback that you get on a project or a grade, don't hesitate to reach out to me. Really, really important to ask any questions. There is no such thing as a stupid question. I know sometimes students are like, oh, I felt so dumb, I didn't want to ask. No. This is an online class, all right? As the instructor, I don't get to see your body language. I don't get to read your nonverbal cues. So if you are confused, unsure, just want clarification about something, don't hesitate to ask. I would much rather have you ask and get a clear answer than to maybe not do something correct or not even do an assignment because you weren't sure what was being asked. So please note that, again, I will try and answer all questions. I'm pretty fast about getting back to students, usually within about 48 hours, a lot of times even sooner than that. So again, please ask. Don't put it off. Make sure that you are getting those questions answered. Two other just really quick things as far as contacting me. You'll notice on the syllabus it'll have instant online contact hours. Those are hours where I'm really like in my email on my computer. I can give you really quick answers during those hours via online. That does not mean I'm in my office. I actually have multiple offices this term because I'm on both the main campus for some work and Lacey campus. So it is going to be a little bit difficult. I shouldn't say difficult. It's just I'm not going to have as many face-to-face drop-in office hours, so I wanted to make sure that I was available online for students as needed. I'm actually teaching several online classes this term, in addition to a face-to-face class at Lacey. So that's why I'm kind of all over the place. My drop-in office hours are going to be at Lacey only. That doesn't mean that I can't meet with you on the main campus. It just means that to get in touch with me, to connect with me on the main campus, you'll want to set up an actual appointment. I'm still over there a lot. It's not like I'm there every day, or I'm not there every day. I am around, but just if you want to meet with me on the main campus, go ahead and set up an appointment to do that. I'm trying to think if there is any big information. To make sure to take a look at my helpful tips for using Canvas, especially if you're new to Canvas. There's some they seem dumb, minor things, but if you don't know them or you don't do them, it makes using Canvas really difficult. The biggest two things: don't try and navigate Canvas all the time on your cell phone or tablet. You're gonna have problems. I have problems with both of mine. Everyone does. Just be aware of that. Canvas works okay with those devices, but not great. Also, Internet Explorer, just stay away from it. It doesn't work well. Use either Chrome or Firefox. Safari seems to be fine as well. I use it on my Mac computer all the time at home and I don't have any issues, but Internet Explorer definitely does. Okay, so just know that in advance. I look forward to working with all this term, seeing what you're able to come up with, see how far we're able to progress with your writing. You'll see somewhere in one of my notes from the first week that really this class is all about making you a stronger writer. So even if you're coming in as someone that feels like you're a pretty good writer already, that's great. Let's see how we can make you even better. If you're someone coming in where you feel like, writing is really not my thing, I don't feel like I'm a very strong writer, well, let's try and get you to that place where you are more confident in your writing. So that's what the whole goal of this class is. Again, please reach out to me for any questions, any help with anything. If you ever notice any link or something that seems off on Canvas, let me know as soon as possible. Sometimes what looks okay on my end shows up funky for students. So any of those things, let me know. Other than that, have a wonderful first week, and I look forward to working with you all.